The hills. The hills are alive with the sound of Squared Circle Cinema. With the muffler Ryan Bruckner, I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and this is my intro. Welcome to a very special musical edition of a podcast that discusses professional wrestlers in film. Ryan, hello.
Let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start.
The hills are alive.
I was just doing another song from Sound of Music.
No.
Let's start from
That's
the very
not-
beginning.
That's not
A
the sound of
very
music.
good place to start.
You're thinking of Singing in the Rain, I think.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. We say do, re, mi, do, re, mi.
Okay, no one knows the
Do, re,
beginning
mi,
of that
fa,
song.
sol, la, ti.
Doe, a deer, a female, deer, deer, ray. What about, the sun has gone to bed and so must I. I flit, I float, I fleetly say I'm a guy. Good night.
I know Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Every
you'll be
morning
in my
you
sun
greet me.
garden. Eaves and
Let me be in
flurries
my
will
sun garden.
eve and flow. Eve and flow forever. That was a great one.
No, it's blossom of snow. May you bloom and glow.
Oh, okay. Ryan, you are 34, going on 35. I've already hit that number. What about that one?
Is that just real life?
Yeah, thanks for explaining that joke. I think we needed that. Thanks for your contribution there. How's it going, Ryan?
I have a question for you.
Alrighty.
Laurel or Yanny? Did you get wrapped up into this bullshit?
Laurel or Yanny? Oh, I heard about it. Yeah, no, vaguely. Someone from my work was like, some people hear Lori and other people hear Yanni. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That kind of sounds like the blue or gold dress kind of a thing.
It is.
And I was like, oh, I want to check that
It was
out.
pissing me off.
Yeah, I wanted, and I haven't. I didn't listen to it yet.
You ready?
Okay, wait. So explain what this is. It's Yanny.
You're hearing Yanny?
I hear Yanny.
I hear Laurel.
Oh, man, now I hear Laurel. Now it's a deeper voice that goes, Laurel. Wow.
I don't...
It's the guy's
I
voice.
can't hear Yanny.
Here, okay, because he's at a very deep voice, he's... Now, if you put it up to like a soprano, it goes, Yanny. Yanny. It doesn't sound like Yanni, it sounds like Yanny. Yanny.
I can't...
Okay, imagine Joe
hear
Pesci.
it.
Imagine Joe Pesci saying
Yanny. I can't hear it. I can't hear the Yanny.
But what it is this guy has this crazy, like radio waves are coming from his voice because he's got these two crazy registries, very deep and very high, and we can't. Our ears focus on one point of that voice.
I
It's
guess
just a
I
really
only
deep voice.
focus on the low register.
But it is definitely a
some
low
people
man's voice.
hear both. I've only heard Laurel. I was at work. Everybody was hearing Yanni,
Laurel.
and I was like, fuck you people.
Yeah,
You're crazy.
it's a deep man's voice saying Laurel.
Am I the only one that's not crazy?
Play it again. This is fascinating. You can't hear it at all. Wow, that's the first thing I heard was Yanny. Interesting. That's fun. Who came up with this? That's pretty great.
It's already disputed who actually started it.
That purple, white, gold dress was crazy. That blew my mind. Because then once I saw it the other way, then I could only see it that way.
I never saw the gold. I only saw the blue and black.
I saw both.
But I mean, it was a blue dress. They produced the dress.
I know, but it was like this crazy optical illusion that
Yeah.
happens. But then it didn't happen for me. So it's not like all people only see it this way.
Yeah.
And all people only see it that way. I see it both ways. Hey, maybe that say something about myself. I can compromise. I'm like, hey, I can see your side. I can see,
I guess
Meanwhile, you're just like, no, I'm right.
I'm
Move to San Francisco.
I'm pretty
you bully.
What? Maybe I should.
San Fran just running rampant with bullies.
Yeah.
Whores running around.
We're sending our bullies up to San Francisco. I came to San Francisco to find a bully. I found a lot of men.
That should have been the... They look like bullies. That should have been like the premise of Escape from L.A. or something, you know?
Send all our bullies to San Francisco?
Or something like that.
Send all our bullies to Alcatraz. Let's write this script.
Wow.
All the bullies. It could be...
That's a good title. Send all the bullies to Alcatraz.
It could be a kid movie, like Camp Nowhere or something. We sent all our bullies to Alcatraz, and then all the bullies...
Well, like Bushwhacked.
Bushwhacked, it was just like a group of kids. Yeah, okay. Daniel Stern could be like the counselor.
He's the warden.
The warden.
Yeah.
But yeah, we send all the bullies to Alcatraz, but then all the bullies, become close and learn the error of their ways, and then they come together to escape from Alcatraz.
That's beautiful.
This is going to be a classic film.
No, that's gold because you get to, like, what's a kid thing? Like the scene where there's dirt coming from there. That's not Escape from Alcatraz, but, like...
That's the Great Escape.
I was thinking Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun was parodying the Great Escape.
I know. Yeah, right. Okay. Huh? What?
Yeah, but...
Like, what's the kid kind of joke you could play off of that where the dirt's coming from their pants and they're, hiding all the dirt and utensils and stuff.
Like a sandbox type of thing.
Basically, what hasn't heavyweights already done?
The sandbox just keeps getting fuller and fuller.
So it's a bunch of 3-year-olds? How old do you think people are that play in sandbox?
I did like an 8-year-old could play in a sandbox. There's 8-year-old bullies.
Okay.
Bullies of all ages.
All right, send me a treatment. All right, and...
I'm really excited about this.
We'll see.
I'm going to start drawing it up right now.
Nice. Okay. Should I talk? I thought you meant right.
I'd like to announce the return of Squared Circle Television in July.
Okay, because Glow
Season 2, June 29th. So
great.
Come July, Squared Circle Television will be back.
Okay, you say that with the urn just moved. The urn beside you, filled with the souls of movies starring professional wrestlers.
Lifted me higher.
Now it's dancing like Ghostbusters 2.
It loves Jackie Wilson.
Taking me higher and higher. Oh my God, it's the Statue of Liberty. You don't even try to play along with that. When the Statue of Liberty comes out of the Hudson River,
It does.
Okay,
I was at the toaster.
No.
I was at the toaster
Fuck
scene.
you. That was you that killed that. All right. I was ready to start keeping the party going with taking me high, and then the Statue of Liberty, and I say, "Oh my God, look at the Statue of Liberty," and you look at me with the coldest Steve Austin Texas rattlesnake glare, like, "Oh, that wasn't funny at all."
You fucked with
the
timeline.
You call that funny?
You fucked with the timeline. I was doing the toaster bit.
Okay, we're not there yet.
When they first discovered the power of the ooze. Okay. Later,
first of all, don't touch the urn like that.
It's my urn. I'll touch it however I want.
Something bad's gonna happen. You're gonna stub a toe or something.
The urn is angry at us, man.
I know.
First, it made us watch The Chaperone, and now it's making us watch Rock of Ages.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like,
what
have we done? It's karma.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, that's exciting. I have an announcement for you.
Oh boy.
I just got an 8+ iPhone. No.
You got a refurbished 4, but okay.
Okay. Let me cue it up here. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Mike.
God damn it. Why can't I just go into something? This is all being edited out. All right? If you don't, I'm going to find you. Okay? This has to come off more like sophisticated. It's time for Mike's Match of the Month. Match of the Month. Match of the Month. I overeat at dinner when I skip lunch. Match of the Month. Fuck, almost. It's time for Mike's Match of the Month. Match of the Month. Match of the Month. I overeat at dinner when I skip lunch. Match of the Month.
Oh, that was lovely.
That's right, Ryan. I'm bringing back my segment from last January in the Jumanji episode. Check it out in the archives. Match of the month.
That was a lovely
no.
song. When did you come up with that song?
Huh? Just last night, man. That took me 20...
Did you record it on your phone?
Yeah, that's why I said I got an iPhone Plus. What do you think?
It was good sound quality.
Oh, yes, I did. And actually, I wanted to use that lapel mic that I got, but I left the adapter to my refurbished iPhone 4 in the car, so it wouldn't connect to that. So I just literally recorded on the phone. Doesn't it sound great?
It was good.
It's like really good quality, and my voice sounds awesome.
You said the F word, and you didn't pay tribute to the swear jar.
No, that's true. That took me like 40 takes.
Really?
I don't know what kind of hang up was going on. I had some sort of lock. Dude, it's like, what, C, F, G. That's it. It took me like 60 times. I was like on the verge. If you listen back to some of these, like you hear a man on the verge of a mental breakdown.
I'd like to.
The sighs are just like, oh, man.
Can we just make that a segment in the future? Just listen to all your outtakes?
I have them right here. I don't know. I just did it on the voice memo thing. And then I nailed it, and then I recorded over it. And I was about ready to lose my...
It's time for Mike's math matchup.
Okay.
Math match.
That was what I was just learning.
It's time for Mike's match of the... Fuck me, man. It's time for Mike's match of the... Fuck. It's time for... It's time for Mike's match of the month. Match of the month. Match of the month. I overeat at dinner when I skip lunch. Match of the month. Fuck.
Do you often skip lunch?
No, I just coming up with rhymes, man. Off the top of the dome. Just like that. Here's what happened. The A string broke right when I sat down on my couch. Just went ding, and I think that threw me off. Or maybe it was a sign that I shouldn't have done that.
Probably.
All right. Well, I'm
what's
gonna
your
close...
fucking match of the month?
No, I was just about to close the segment. Here, let me play the outro.
Oh, God.
Or do you want one more of my...
No.
Yeah, this is sad. Hold on.
You can't close the segment without actually doing
Look, it's
the
on my
segment.
phone, so I don't have it on the computer. So it's... No, I'm just trying to cue it up for... All right. So happy to bring back my segment after, several months. My selection this month comes from a very special edition of WCW's Saturday Night, fresh off the heels of Memorial Day, 1992. Ricky Rackman was Jim Ross's co-host on this night. Ryan, what are your thoughts on Ricky Rackman in general?
I think he's a fucking tool.
I knew you'd hate him.
He sucks.
I knew you'd hate him. He doesn't suck. I don't think he sucks. I think he's cool.
What's cool about him?
Because he does his job well. Like, I just feel like he's always making his dates on time. He has, pretty engaging questions.
He shows up on time, and that makes him good?
I'm just saying, there's something professional about him.
He's basically just Carson Daly, but only surrounded by metal and wrestling.
Right, exactly. But he pulls off the gimmick nicely. I thought he was a rock guy. Like, I thought he was a heavy metal guy, and he's not. He's just a character.
I just think anybody could do what he does.
I thought he was a good. Ricky Rackman, in my opinion, is a solid television personality. He stayed, and it seemed like he was a genuine fan of professional wrestling here.
I doubt it. Let's talk to him about some wrestling. He probably knows as much about wrestling as you do.
Anywho, my contest of choice pitted Stunning Steve Austin versus Larry Zbyszko.
Oh.
Right, I forgot that Stunning Steve Austin was billed from Hollywood, California.
Yeah, he was in the Hollywood Blondes.
I know, but I thought it was Hollywood, Florida. Like, I always thought it was Florida. I just can't picture Steve Austin, even though he lives in California now.
He lives in goddamn Marina Del Rey.
I know, but I just can't picture him.
316 Gimmick Street.
Right. Okay, I got that. Okay, because he's a working actor. He's a working talent. He has to live here. Do you think that's by choice? He's not a California guy, And it's,
you think he doesn't want to live in Marina Del Rey?
No, according to his podcast, he does. He's like, God, it's really nice here.
It's nice.
Give me another
Of course he wants
IPA.
to live there.
All right, just shut up.
You always have such a
Shut
grand idea about how this segment's gonna go, and that's my favorite part about it.
Okay, here's the thing. I was like, let's try this again because this time at least Chris isn't in the background sneezing. You know, last time we guys, I was like, you and Chris were so mean to me. You were teaming up, like farting on every word. I was completely out of it. Like,
Are you gonna read another book to me like you did last time about Skinner? You are, aren't you?
opens with Polly dangerously holding the mic for a Ring promo.
Okay,
Giving
wait,
Larry
is
hell
this,
for being an unworthy member of the Dangerous
Can I
Alliance.
ask you something? Is this after the War Games where Larry Zbyszko
Yes.
blew it? And he was like, I didn't know.
This is right around that time.
I didn't know.
And this is after. So he's now been officially removed from the Dangerous Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah. And unworthy member. Okay. But in this in-ring promo, that doesn't work. That was funny, though. It's hard to get. That wasn't bad. His freaking sneeze, man, is out of this world. Out of this world.
It's just like
the
a
most
forceful
startling-
it's forceful and short.
You're- like my sneeze is so puny. I'm like like I tried to bury it in my face.
I have a pretty loud sneeze. My sneeze makes my dog leave the room.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's mad. I better
mean,
get out of here.
But you guys have more allergies, I guess. I know Chris has a lot of allergies, so maybe I shouldn't poke fun. Especially here, all the cat dander in my apartment.
We're actually at your mother's house.
Yeah.
And I forgot to take my Benadryl, but I think I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Ma, keep it down.
I think the key is to just not touch a lot of stuff and then touch myself.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I am slowly developing cat allergies myself. I don't think so, though. Maybe it's just because we're talking about it. It's like a placebo kind of thing. But I don't have the antibodies that I used to because I'm not here as frequently.
You're not around them.
So it's like when I'm here, it's like I wonder because I used to live in this air.
Yeah. What's the difference between cats and dogs and allergies? What did cats produce that dogs don't?
It's in their saliva.
It's their saliva?
Yeah, I don't know.
And so they're licking everything, and that's what makes me sneeze?
I guess. I don't know.
They're not licking everything, are they?
Oh, they are licking everything.
They're
every
licking
inch.
your balls right now.
Thank you, Lily. Missed a spot. So, Polly dangerously is cupping his mic in a really weird way. Do you remember him holding the microphone in a weird, odd way where he's literally cupping the sock in the palm of it? That was strange.
He's holding it kind of like Hamlet holds
like a goblet.
The skull.
Yeah. Weird. I don't think that really worked.
To be or not to be. No, I kind of like that.
Really? It kind of just looked like the microphone wasn't working well.
I think it just makes him look different. That's
I
something
noticed
I
it.
appreciate about Paul Heyman is that he's always trying to have his own identity. Like, you can't really say, like, oh, he's aping that from Bobby Heenan, or
All right, let me
he's
ask you,
always been his own man.
Let me ask
and
you
I
a
like
question
that.
then. Could you not say the same thing? And I thought of this because of the microphone, because it's a clever twist on the microphone. What about The Miz?
Does The Miz hold the microphone like that?
He doesn't hold it like that, but he has a quirk. Like the W in WWE makes an M, it's upside down. And that's just something different that catches your eye and makes you remember. And
But I
he's a
think
pretty
he
gosh
doesn't-
darn unique.
He doesn't. Did you think he thought of that, or do you think they
I don't know.
did that for him? Or
Maybe.
well,
don't
no,
know.
I think The Miz is a really good promo. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going to talk shit on The Miz's pro.
Yeah.
He's not a good wrestler. He's not a good.
He's
in-ring,
created a very unique persona, though.
but yeah, he's a great persona. He's improved.
When he was on The Real World, he was just doing The Rock, and he
Yeah.
would say that.
He's had a long career. He's improved every year. He's still hungry. He's still looking to be better.
I think
I'm not going to talk shit on The Miz.
I wouldn't be surprised if further down the line, as I approach my septuagenarian phase of life, I will probably put The Miz in my top 50 of all time. maybe even top 25.
Wow.
The more that I reflect, the more and more
So
of a
when you're
kind of a
70
legendary kind of a run he's had.
You're going to be making lists of the best wrestlers of all time before you die.
You're telling me you wouldn't do that? Look me in the eye and say you're not going to do that. You love
I
lists.
might do that.
Would you type it or write it? Mine's going to be handwritten by my calligrapher.
Oh, we'll see when it happens.
Austin attacks. I don't want to give commentary on the match. I kind of took actually pretty rich commentary here, kind of like transcripts, but I'm not going to read them. Austin attacks after a slap from Zbyszko to Paul Heyman because Steve's a prototypical member of the Alliance. A really bad botch off the ropes moments later, okay? It was terrible. Zbyszko definitely missed a spot here. Austin was going for a clothesline, and Zbyszko just flops without contact. JR totally improves it like nothing happened. Like, oh my gosh, what a forearm to the nostril. It was like, because it ended up looking like a forearm. He said, like, forearm to the nose.
I mean, this is
And it looked
Zbyszko
painful.
kind of on his way out.
On his way out, and
his trunks were above
he
that
gave-
belly button, man.
Oh, for
The
sure.
older you get,
tucking it in. Yeah.
the bigger your
The-
trunks get,
you
and
gotta
the higher
hide,
up you pull them.
You got to hide those love handles, man. You got to go over the love handles. Hogan always wore high, though.
He just started putting on that weightlifting belt.
Oh, there you go. There you go. In ring. It's like, okay, that's you used to walk up to the ring with that. Now you're wrestling in it. Okay, sorry. It's for my lower back, dude. But why is your lower back hurt? Because of my love handles, dude.
I gotta take it off and whip people with it, brother.
But here's the thing. Austin sells the hells out of a number of textbook maneuvers from Larry. So I was giving him hell there, and it is in the twilight of his career. Just, body slam, perfectly executed. Back body drop, perfectly executed. I think he did a pile driver. Yes, he did a pile driver in the very end. It was going to be the finish. Paulie dangerously is thrown into the ring, and he's
Zbyszko
so clever.
throws him in
Zbyszko throws him
after
in.
he pile drives.
Bad
Austin?
idea. No. Moments before. This is the start of the finish of the match. Wheels him in because he's on the apron. Bad idea. Because then Paul E. he's like, oh my God, he just touched me. He manhandled me. Grabbing the ref, redirecting his attention. Right? So he's holding him so he can't see the action. As Zbyszko's going in for a perfectly executed pile driver for the pin, and then there was a beautiful Bobby Eaton came in with a knee drop from the top rope, interference. Austin gets the win. And I was like, you know what? That's a hell of a finish. Nice sequence, 5-star match. This was incredible.
5 stars?
But
Is that your highest rating?
No, it's not. It's my own scale.
So what's the highest rating on the Mike scale?
Let's see, 6.
Okay. So this is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And then after that, they had a NWA WCW sanctioned tag team tournament segment, and Chris Benoit was in a tag team with someone named Beef Wellington
Oh, wow.
in the NWA. It's weird.
Beef Wellington.
Yeah.
I got to look this up.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm going to say thank you for listening to my segment.
And Biff Wellington. Or I guess he went as Beef or Biff.
The segment, match of the month, match of the month. The tree outside's uprooting the pavement, match of the month.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to need some more quarters. How fucking dare you speak over my fucking outro that I worked so fucking hard on?
Oh, play it again.
Oh,
Play it
does
again.
hard on count?
Play it again,
No.
please.
Maybe next time I open the segment, Mike's Match of the Month. All right.
Man, Biff Wellington looks like a real ugly dude.
It's Biff Wellington?
He was trained by the Hearts. Well, he
Oh.
went by Biff and Beef.
Beef Wellington. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was trained by the Hearts. He's from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Canada. All right.
Where is he from?
Calgary.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Alberta, Canada. Calgary. Alberta, Canada.
What's the thing that like says the last name twice? What's the like? It's over a PA announcement usually. Is it for boxing or where they go? John Douglason. Douglason. What is that?
Yeah, it's like
What-
boxing.
Boxing.
They did it in like the old MSG,
There's something very
WWF
old
ones.
fashioned and
Yeah.
kind of really cool, like drinking whiskey kind of a thing about repeating the last name again. It's like bookies writing it down in
Yeah.
case you missed. It's for betting.
Speaking of which, are you excited that the Supreme Court ruled that sports betting is legal across the country?
I mean,
I'm excited.
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited to lose all
on
my
a-
money and become poor.
I'm excited for it on like a social aspect of it. I think we as adults have every right to gamble our money away. It doesn't affect me one bit. I don't gamble at all.
I love betting on sports. I love betting on fights.
Yeah.
Makes it so much more exciting. Love betting on football.
Maybe I
This
should
could get
start,
dangerous.
Maybe I should start betting on Stanley Cup playoffs because I want to get invested. Maybe that's just the one punch I need.
I don't know if it's
Especially
taking
the
into-
Vegas Golden Knights, which doesn't mean much anymore. Are there just going to be casinos sprouting up everywhere now? You don't have to be. You could just gamble.
Just like sports books at
Yeah, how is that
restaurants
gonna
and stuff.
change-
Sports bars can have sports books. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but like it only works if you allow smoking inside though. Like it doesn't have that same mystique.
I think we'll be okay without
Yeah, that's cool.
smoking
Look,
inside.
I'm happy for you. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, cool. That's gonna be. But what's the difference then as it is now? Like right now, it's legal. You bet on sports all the time. What's gonna change?
I don't bet on sports all the time. I can't bet on a sport.
So
I can do like fantasy, like draft, like daily fantasy draft.
that's what
stuff.
that's gambling.
Yeah, but they like work around it by saying no. It's like skill.
Okay.
It's like a game.
So now what this means is that you can just call a number of different vendors and just say, I want
Or you could
30
go
bucks.
somewhere that like there's like an off-track betting restaurant by my house called the Finish Line, where I mentioned they had pro wrestling. Now
Oh, yeah.
they can start taking like they show fights there. They could start taking bets on the fights. So I could go there. I could watch some fights, and I could bet on them.
That's cool.
Or I could go there and watch football. And I
Right.
could bet on it.
That's cool. So it's more exciting for the establishments. It's not so much like calling your bookie in the privacy of your own home. It's kind of like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But how?
I'm
but-
not going to call a bookie.
Okay, what's the loophole then with horse racing then? You go to Los Alamitos, you bet on the
yeah,
horses.
I don't
there.
know what that is.
That's gambling.
Yeah, it is, but it's just for horses. I don't know why horses are special.
Maybe it's just traditional and it's only within the confines of. But there's got to be a lot of red tape there.
Yeah, I really don't know how that works.
Well, I'm happy for you. I mean, that would be an interesting thing to experience where it's all in house. But then, who gets that cut? You know, like
Well, the
it
state's
goes-
definitely going to get a cut.
No, as far as we're hosting trivia night, and it's like I bet you $100 I'm gonna knock it out of the park today, and you lose. The house gets it, right? That goes right back to the restaurant. Or did they have to pay a percentage to the state?
So they're not going to take bets on trivia night.
Do you get the premise though?
Well,
It's just an example.
Okay, if a restaurant is going to start taking bets, I'm sure they're going to have to get some sort of licensing. It's going to be kind of like a casino type of deal where
Yeah.
the house will get some of the money and then they'll have to pay taxes to the state. And
Wow.
yeah.
Dude, you should. You know what? This is going to be silly. You should bet on professional wrestling. Let me tell you why. It's a hidden secret, and you always do pretty well. And
Based on
they
my
allow,
predictions of WrestleMania, I don't think so, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
think now they're saying like, oh, everybody thinks this person's going to win. We're going to just do the
Swerve,
opposite.
bro.
Swerve everybody.
All right. I guess that's true.
I don't think anybody should ever bet on professional
Well,
wrestling.
I'll bet you that we're about to review film number 47 of 5,753, Rock of Ages, starring Kevin Nash, Squared Circle Cinema Hall of Fame alum.
He could be a contender for briefest appearance. Did you see that lace thong he was wearing, man?
Oh, yeah.
It
and
was
briefest appearance.
sexy.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Do you think he could beat Kurt Angle?
For the men who come and see me. Yeah.
Are you ready for the grind?
Richie Sambora was basically the only influence for Kevin Nash's performance.
Richie Sambora?
Yeah. Because he goes,
Because he said wanted?
wanted! Yeah. And that was his only line.
Yeah, his only line. He opens a door.
So this is,
He
again,
crosses his arms.
is this an example of healthcare again, you know?
No, I don't think so because
It's a
he's more of a
high-profile
he has
movie.
more roles than Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle doesn't work as much as Kevin Nash does. Kevin Nash is in many movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he already has his SAG card, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point. But this year was when this came out, 2012, so he was retired.
Yeah.
So he
didn't-
was only
He didn't look
working.
too good to me, man. He looked puffy.
Yeah.
I see I see him sometimes with his gray hair and his gray beard, and he looks actually kind of good to me. Like he looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah, and that's present day, I
Yeah.
would say, because he's
But
all
here,
over to shoot interviews.
with his dyed black beard, and he just looked kind of bloated to me and not unhealthy.
Well, I mean, he was never really in a very flattering light. He was always in the dark,
That's
which
true.
actually is kind of flattering.
But I guess he
You don't
looked
ever
better
get
than his counterpart, the other bodyguard.
that guy. I thought that guy looked like a poor man's Kane, kind of. I thought it
Yeah,
was.
I looked up that guy. I was like,
briefly
is this guy a wrestler? He's not. He's like a former football player.
Ryan, I have a question. All
Yeah.
right, because we got into Sound of Music before. I think we both love that movie. Singing in the Rain, awesome. You know, I'm not going to be hating on musicals. I'm not a huge fan, but like West Side Story, beautiful. And some of the songs in there blow me away. Captain America, Team Police, Team America, World Police, whatever. Sorry. Great movie. Great songs. And that's the beauty of musicals, right? Is the content of the song. It's like kind of a weak story around really powerful songs. Isn't that the point of a musical? Why, with the draw there?
I think you could have a good story in a musical.
Good story. Singing on music. Yeah.
This is a bad musical.
Okay. But their songs aren't original. You know, it's like, why do
Yeah.
these movies exist? Like, why does Across
I
the
know.
Universe exist? It's just lazy as F, man. I mean, what's the point of this? If you seek out the score in a musical, why would you seek out a movie where it's just a greatest hits
Yeah.
of different artists
And-
it's just a dumbed down version too.
Totally
Like
just-
Foreigner, they can't hit the high notes. It's like, this is just a lame version of this awesome song.
And
Jukebox Hero.
you're taking a scene that was, gritty, all about sex, drugs, Nikki Sixx almost ODing,
Oh my God, dude.
just like Vince Neil almost killing somebody.
All right, let me tell you something. All right. Okay. Behind the curtain, I'm taking an acting course right now. Okay. In Hollywood, California, off Cahuenga, right? Not a terrible area. A lot of homeless, though. Okay. We were outside discussing our rehearsal like we do, and this poor girl, she's like 18, is just running at us, horrified, on the verge of tears, shaken up like, I don't know what to do. She was in a state of shock. Like she had just experienced this awful traumatic event. Some Uber driver, wasn't hers, whipped out his pecker.
It was an Uber driver?
It was an Uber driver. Yeah.
Wow.
Whipped out his pecker, started wanking it in front of her. Like right on the street, like that's
Somebody
what LA
give this
looks
guy
like.
a 1 or 2 star rating. I'm not going to put up with that shit.
That's what LA is, right? It wasn't hers, but I was like, oh, was it your Uber driver? When she came back, because we can track him probably. Like, no, it was someone else. I was like, should we call the police? Like, she looked like she just got, it was like the response of just getting raped. Because that's a horrible
She was
crime.
eye raped.
Exactly. That's what's going on in LA.
What would
right
you
and
do
left.
if
It doesn't look like
that
this
happened
movie.
to you, though? How would you react?
I would appreciate the attention.
I'd be like, I would probably stand and look at the guy and be like, I wouldn't.
There you go. See,
I
that's
wouldn't run away.
we can't. Okay, put yourself in the shoes of
I'd
an
be like,
18-year-old woman.
Is that for me?
Okay, yeah, that's you.
That's for me?
First of all, he would never give you the time of day. All right, no, he's jerking off at me.
I'll have you
okay?
know
he's jerking
that
off at me.
Not
you.
A lot of gay men find me attractive. Okay.
Well, because you'd be a bear, you know.
I think I'd be a cub.
Wait, what's that?
That's like a small bear. A
That's
bear is
no. Yeah, but okay, fine. I like that. That's a
well,
cat.
like
a bear doesn't
bears-
have to be huge.
Bears are like burly and hairy.
Oh, okay.
I'm smaller.
All right. Well, I'm just going in a broad, like type A, type B personality kind of thing.
Like,
you would
I
be
even,
in the bear category.
I took a picture with some coworkers like a month or two ago,
Who is that?
and somebody on their Instagram
Wow.
comments like, "Who's the cub?"
Whoa!
Yeah,
Wow! Hubba!
yeah, and I'm like, "Oh,
And were you flattered?
still got it, ladies.
Nice.
Still got it."
I still got it, men.
Well, I was in a picture with ladies.
Yeah,
and the man was.
I guarantee you, like
attracted to me.
overall, men find me more attractive than women do. It's like,
Oh.
God, gays must be
Well,
living it up.
It's because they can without shame hit on us. Like, even if like a woman found us attractive, they're not gonna like,
Yeah,
just go out of their way to like, just tell us.
it's a good point.
Do
Yeah.
you remember one time we went?
I wish they
when
would,
you lived
though.
in Long Beach.
I guess it's kind of old-fashioned, and I like that it's still a part of our culture that the man has to approach the woman. But it's
Yeah.
like, God, it's like so nerve-wracking, man.
Do you remember when you lived in Long Beach and
Yeah.
we went to a
Right in
bar
the-
and I didn't
Well, this
realize
is-
it was a gay bar?
Oh, they all are.
Yeah.
That
I
area
personally
of
didn't
Long
know
Beach-
we were walking into a gay bar. I was like, "Oh, we're going into like a nice British pub," and it was like a bunch of dudes and
Man,
like,
remember the mine shaft? It was like, oh, this sounds like a really good steakhouse.
yeah, oh,
It wasn't. Because, that South Cherry Avenue, South
was
Long
called,
Beach
like,
is a huge gay community.
Brit bar.
Yeah, oh, yeah, the Brit Bar.
And then,
there's Paradise.
Like we were playing pool, and then like a bunch of guys came and were like, "Can we play with you guys?"
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd girlfriend and I would go. That's proximity wise. Like, let's go out to the bars, And I would get hit on all the time. It was like really flattering, But it was like, damn it, why can't shit? Like, what am I doing right? Like, I am on today, definitely. But you're right. It's probably more of a likelihood of approaching. Yeah, women don't do that unless they're
Yeah.
drunk, I guess, or very bold.
Oh, and like
It's a scary thing.
you
to
could
do.
be like a gay dude, and like a guy hits on you, and like you guys are fucking
right.
within hours.
Dude, the bathrooms in those
minutes.
places too. Just like if you make eye contact, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. It's like all I need. You just have to look at another person.
I
and
was
then
just
it'll be
trying
like,
to take
all right,
a
so we're
piss, and
gonna-
now this guy's grabbing my dick.
Done.
I'm not. I mean, should I stop him? Still thinking about it.
done. No, I'm here for the alcohol. All right.
Does it feel good? Maybe a little bit. I
Okay.
don't know.
All right,
still,
done.
I'm still thinking about
Look,
it.
just give me time. Done. Don't walk away. Okay.
Well, you were making the point of the grittiness of L.A. and
That's what I meant. Yeah, I mean,
that's
exactly.
definitely what
this
this
backdrop. It just
film
blew it.
was missing.
What exactly? Because people were whipping out their dicks and masturbating in public
Yeah.
in 1985 in Hollywood, California. Hollywood is a disgusting place.
I actually so before watching this movie, I was like, maybe I should look up like a documentary on hair metal. And on YouTube, there was like, remember VH1 used to always have like, when metal ruled the world.
Blah blah Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
at
and
night
so
and midnight.
There was
and
like a
with-
40-minute documentary just about hair metal and how awesome
Yeah.
it was,
Uh-huh.
and interviewing Vince Neil and Dee Snider and everything. And they're just talking about how gritty it was and how there was so much sex and cocaine. None of that's in
Okay,
this
of
movie.
those men you just listed, whose life would you want more, or would you just want all three? It wouldn't matter. Either one.
look, I
Boom,
mean,
boom.
look at
I mean,
what
Dee
Vin-
Snider's not all that.
I don't want to be Dee Snider.
Yeah.
Hell no. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Vince
Twisted-
Neil, right?
Vince Neil had the whole killing a guy in his car. I wouldn't want that.
That's true. That's true, man.
I'd say Tommy
That's the
Lee,
catch.
man.
If you're going to sell your soul to the devil, there's going to be some. Yeah, Tommy
Tommy
Lee.
Lee had longevity with his
Sex
attractiveness. He's probably still, getting some
And his
hot
relevance
pieces of
right
ass.
there in 94 just went through the roof with the sex tape.
Yeah.
And that gave him another 20 plus years.
No, yeah.
And he's still
I think you'd want to be
doing the
Tommy
rounds.
Lee.
He still does interviews.
He's a pretty good drummer. He's got the roller coaster.
How is he not
thing.
burnt out more? Because maybe he was wise enough to not maybe make it more of a persona
Didn't
and not
he-
really hit it that
Did
hard
he get
every
sober?
single night.
Did he get sober?
If he did, he probably did at a younger age. Like, not younger, but yeah, I mean like 40s, like
Yeah.
mid 40s or something like that. I don't know, because he's like very coherent and lucid.
Bret Michaels. I mean,
No, he's the top of my charts right there. I want to be Bret Michaels.
yeah, he got to do 3 seasons of rock. I mean, the one drawback is he's a type 1 diabetic. So you got to like worry about your sugar and your
That's
insulin.
the only catch then.
How did he live through 3 seasons of Rock of Love when all they're doing is just drinking all the
Yeah,
time?
I don't know. Just a lot of insulin shots, I
I
guess.
guess so.
At
Remember when
least the actors had fun in this movie.
remember when he performed? I think it was the Tonys. Maybe it was when like Rock of Ages was up for a Tony, and he got hit in the head with a piece of stage.
Whoa. I
It
vaguely.
was hardcore, man.
Wow.
He got like
so
a
this was like
concussion.
2012?
Yeah, this was. You could look it up afterwards. It's
Yeah.
it's kind
Did
of
he
up
finish-
there with Kelsey Grammer falling off the stage.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
And like
I'd have
clips
to
that I've
revisit it
watched
if I haven't
over and
seen it.
over and over again. He's like he does a bow, he turns around, and he just gets hit in the head, bam,
Oh,
right in the
wow.
head with a piece of stage that's changing.
I always think you're going to say
And he-
piece of steak. But maybe that's
piece
because
of-
you were talking about grass-fed
Somebody threw
cow earlier.
a porterhouse right at his head.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, did he finish the show? Or it was just the end of
No,
that
it
one
was
song?
well, it was at the Tonys, so
Yeah,
it was
so it's
just
gonna
a
be just one
performance.
song, and it was at the
So
end of the performance?
He bowed.
Yeah.
He took his bow, turned around, boom.
So he doesn't have to do like the Dave Grohl move where he comes back on a wheelchair
No.
to finish out the show.
No, he
Like,
just
he's-
went straight
he's
to the
completely,
hospital.
His head is completely
Yeah.
bandaged.
Straight to the
Just to
hospital.
finish the show as like the blood starts saturating the red, so he looks like Darkman or something. He's
Well,
every rose.
Luckily, he's always
Blood's
wearing a
just
bandana
squirting
or
out.
a cowboy hat, so he could probably cover his wound.
I'm gonna see that as soon as I can. I want to see it right now.
So
actually.
my first question when I saw this is Tom Cruise really singing?
my
yes,
guess is yes.
He is. Everybody sings.
Yeah, you could tell Paul Giamatti
you
was
could
singing.
tell you could tell Alec Baldwin
Well,
was
I
singing.
don't know.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he took voice lessons for 4.5 months,
Wow. You know,
and his routine included push-ups and ab work.
the scene, jeez, yeah, he was in great shape for this, man. The scene in Magnolia where they all sing that same song, the Amy Mann song.
Yeah.
It's not going to. When he
stop.
sang his version in the car, beautiful. It's like perfect pitch, had a good quality to it, a good tone. It's like, wow, yes, Tom Cruise has a great voice. So I had no doubt in my mind he was singing. Yeah.
Do you notice Bad Religion was going to
Was
play at
gonna-
the
where they were on the
Bourbon Room?
marquee. Yeah.
Yeah.
85. So that's Fuck Armageddon, This Is Hell,
I thought it was 87.
or 87, whatever.
Yeah.
When it was, yeah, that's kind of they
How
were
could
they
hell be
they
any
were
worse?
they weren't playing anywhere then. They were just a small town
Yeah,
band.
they're just on bill with like Fear and the Germs and all.
They were
those
headliner
other-
of that show in this. Yeah, that was a kind of a cool thing. It did make me feel the Tower Records nostalgia, I will say. I did want to go back and browse at Tower Records.
Did you know there's still tons of Tower Records in Japan?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. There's a really good documentary about Tower Records
Mm-hmm.
that you should check out.
Man, we had so much variety of Tower Records back in the day. It's like, oh, it's not here. Well, I'll go to Brea then. Oh, bummer, it's not here. I guess I'll go to Anaheim Hills then.
Or I would just go to Virgin Megastore.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, at the Block
Yeah.
where they filmed Borat
Yeah.
with Pamela Anderson. scene.
Pamela.
I think I saw that movie at the Block. It was like, wow,
I think I did too.
We're here.
I've seen most movies at the Block.
We're here. That's here.
in that
like everyone
time
in
period.
the crowd was like,
Oh my God, that's,
Yeah, that's outside.
that's outside.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So that only
Okay.
proves we've seen Borat together.
here's a moment where they're at the Hollywood sign. And
Can't go up there anymore, by the way.
And he's like, well, I just started writing this last night. and it was "Don't Stop Believing." Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Man will say anything to get laid.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, he did write that song. In this world, they did write he did write that song.
But he just started writing it last night?
No.
Come on.
Whatever. But he did. That was his original song.
Yeah.
Which is just stupid. How does that make any sense? Why don't you write your own damn original songs? This would have been 100 times better if it was just original music. That's all.
Well, if it was a different story, okay.
The story wasn't bad.
Should have been. No, it was. It was.
I like the idea of him buying the records to win over her heart.
Do you know what a movie
Tower
about
Records.
the hair metal scene on the Sunset Strip needs? A romantic, monogamous relationship to be at the center of the story.
I know.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
This should be just people having casual sex and rocking out. Stacey Jacks and his relationship with that journalist, that's your story.
Yeah, and they totally abandoned it too because there was no reason or motivation for them to love each other. So we needed to delve into that deeply, and they didn't explore that at all.
No.
Just all of a sudden we have to accept that after she releases this awful, slanderous article, libelous article, and ruins his reputation or tries to, and then all of a sudden they're just like, "Oh, I love
Horny.
you. I love you too."
Well, I think
Why?
he's just kind of like, oh, she called me out. Well, because she also wrote about like what a piece of shit his manager is, and he's like, you know what? Maybe she's right, and now I'm horny as fuck.
Well, there you go.
That's actually my favorite part
So
of
she
this
did
movie.
it for his betterment.
Was at the end when he walks into the bourbon room, and their eyes meet.
Yeah.
And he's just staring at her, and then I get flashbacks to Jerry Maguire when he walks in and he does the "You complete me" speech.
Yeah.
Just him
scene.
locking eyes with her, and he's like, "Stick out your tongue,"
Yeah.
and they just start making out. They go to the bathroom and just get showered with condoms.
See,
That's your movie. I want that level of like sexiness, raw raunchiness. I want more alcohol. I want more drunken debauchery. I want some cocaine. This movie should have been rated R.
Okay. But, and I agree with you, that is one story. All right. You need multiple stories because there's multiple singers in multiple songs. So we have to have that story. We have to have the dumb love story, which you consider.
I don't think you need it. We could have come up with some different B and C stories that
Right.
weren't.
See, yeah, the problem was
like an innocent
is
love story.
The innocent
Because
love
there's
story could have been the C story, and it would have been nice.
Innocent love stories on the Sunset Strip do not exist.
Exactly, but it would be fine within the context here
That
if
Uber
it was
driver proved it,
the
man.
C story, though. I know, right? But they're not from here yet. Like she's fresh off the boat,
Yeah, maybe-
so it could work. But you're right. The
Okay.
relationship between Tom Cruise and the writer—that's your A story,
Uh-huh.
and that should have taken up 85%, 90% of the content.
A bar back and a waitress having a romance in the backdrop of the Sunset Strip.
Great.
Like a sexy, sexy romance. though.
Great.
Not
Right.
like an innocent one. That's what this needed. I did get when she's doing the interview, I got some flashes of Frank T.J. Mackey
I did too.
when he was getting interviewed by that
I did
woman.
too. That's funny.
Yeah.
I wrote down the same thing, and then I just thought that scene where it's like, "What's your fucking question?" Like it was
Yeah.
kind of similar to that.
Yeah, and I like that Tom Cruise did this, but I just wish the movie was different.
Yeah.
He's good in it.
Made me appreciate him
It
even
could
more.
have been a better movie, and he should have been
Can't
the
tell you,
main
like,
star.
Tom Cruise movie after Tom Cruise movie after Tom Cruise movie. It's like, okay, I like him a little bit more. Okay, I like him a little bit more. After this, okay, I like him a little bit more. Just hit it out of the park. Totally
Yeah.
put as much work as he could do into that character. He did to the
Yeah.
point where he's exercising, he's taking voice lessons.
I also saw a little bit of Lestat in kind of his swagger, the way he was walking. Lestat from Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
He got there's a little piece of that in there, and it just really made me long for that.
Okay, now I'm glad
late
that
'90s Tom Cruise when he did took chances.
Now I'm glad I didn't pick up on the reference of like, God damn, who's Lestat? Like, are you kidding me? I'm supposed to pick up on the name. Oh, wait. Armand was his name, I thought.
No,
It was
Armand was
Brad Pitt.
No, Louis was Brad Pitt. I don't know who Armand was. Lestat is like the main vampire of all those Anne Rice novels.
My God, dude.
There's even a novel called The Vampire Lestat.
I haven't read it. I apologize. But I have seen Interview with the Vampire. Scared the living daylights out of me.
I
as a
love
kid.
that movie.
I do too.
Yeah.
I adore it. Okay, but not enough to remember Lestat. Sorry. The
End scene when Tom Cruise is
Yeah.
in the
And
car.
then they play Guns N' Roses.
They play Guns N' Roses doing the Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
That's him in this movie. That's
Exactly.
the same vibe. And then
No, I think they were just
In,
playing the Stones.
no, it's Guns N' Roses covering
that.
Sympathy for the
Yeah,
Devil.
okay. That's right.
Yeah. But
I'm going to tell you a story that I'm going to give you the chance that I never got.
yeah.
I had nightmares. I couldn't sleep that night. I was so scared.
I saw it when it was in the theaters.
I saw it on video, but I remember when that happened, I was like, yeah.
I was freaking out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It stuck with me on and I was just like, oh my God.
So
I thought-
in the book, The Vampire Lestat, and then in the kind of, I think it's like Queen of the Damned or something, kind of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
sequel of it, he becomes a rock star.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but in that Queen of the Damned movie, it's like corn songs. But I mean,
wait.
the character was going to be a rock star anyway, so maybe
It's like
like he
corn
was thinking
songs?
about like bringing that Lestat swagger to his performance.
Okay, I just all of a sudden really like that it's a bunch of corn songs. Now I'm definitely going to see it, though. Do you want to go over some of these songs that they featured here?
Sure.
Come on, feel the noise. Quiet Riot.
I kind of am more of a bang your head guy.
Bang your head.
Yeah.
Mental health will drive you mad.
Just like Paradise, David Lee Roth. Nothing but a good time. Fun song.
Yeah.
Poison. Love that song.
That's maybe
Don't
the
need nothing.
the best Poison song.
I
think.
agree. Yeah. Sister Christian, Night Ranger, not in my top anything.
I mean, you can't have that in a movie. It's already been immortalized by Boogie Nights.
Too much time on my hand sticks? I mean, come on. Come sail away. How about Renegade? Those are my two karaoke. What are you? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Those are my two go-to karaoke, which I don't do that often. All right. First off, are you a karaoke guy? Yes.
Yes.
Number two, what is your regular rotation for karaoke?
We'll do Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues.
God, and I wish you would stop. Okay? You don't need to do that anymore.
Why?
You
I
need
like
to-
that
you
song.
need to retire it.
I've never even gone to karaoke with you. You dick.
I love you. Just like that part that goes, I love you. No one should see the face you make when you bellow that out. Okay, just saying. You need to retire it.
And or I'll do some Smiths. I'll do like There's a Light That Never Goes Out.
That's cool. Yeah. Remember at the Foxfire when I blew Mother by Danzig out of the park, home run? Just
That
had
was
everyone
good.
in stitches. That was probably my best work. I used to go to the Lindbrook in Anaheim all the time and do karaoke there. Not all the
Yeah.
time, but like once a month.
I'd like to do some more karaoke.
It's fun. Yeah. I always fantasize about being able to do Jukebox Hero, but I can't. I can't hit those
What do you think is
Lou
the
Gramm
best
high notes.
Hair metal song?
Africa by Toto.
That's not a hair metal song, man.
Honestly, dude, like, oh, okay. Well, just Take Me Home Tonight. That's not hair metal either.
No, that's not hair metal.
This is a tough one. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for the life of the long. Styx kind of counts as hair metal.
I
metal.
wouldn't put Styx into the hair metal category.
So then if you don't put Styx in there, then Journey's not in there, right?
I wouldn't put Journey in there either.
All right, fine.
I will.
18 in Life. That's
Okay.
my favorite.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite, and I love the video.
I'd have to say Round and Round.
That's a good one, too.
That's a great song. Or Kickstart My Heart.
I Can't Drive 65. Kind of counts. It doesn't count.
I'd say that's hair metal.
No, hair metal's Winger, Poison, Motley Crue.
I'd say
Oh, Home Sweet Home. That's my answer. I'm on my way. That's a good one.
I like Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah, that's a good one as
Do
well.
you know that one?
Yeah, sing it.
The one that's like, it's Motley Crue. It's the one that's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Papa! Kickstart my heart.
Down, bow. It's very upbeat. Yeah. Up tempo. Kickstart my heart.
What'd you think of Alec Baldwin in this?
I loved
thought he was really funny.
Loved him
actually.
in this.
And
I love like seriously like
the number with him and Russell Brand where they kiss.
that was great. That
And
was a
then
great scene.
He had the line of the movie. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No.
It's when the Z Boys perform at the end, and he's like to Russell Brand, "I just threw up," and he's like, "Where?"
In my
And he's like, "Where? In my pants, out of my ass."
my ass. Because he was like, "You idiot. Where do you think I threw up?" Because now they're a couple. They have that relationship now. That could have been the B story, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so you got like
Totally.
the writing's there. They already did the work.
Yeah.
You know, make the reporter, Tom Cruise, A story. This homosexual relationship's your B story because it's a lot of charm. It's
And then just slightly touch on a barback
Yeah,
waitress
barback.
romance.
Oh yeah, she's from
Get
wherever,
some sex in there.
Wisconsin.
There should have been boobs in this
No
movie,
kidding.
man.
Don't objectify and don't be sexist, but there's no goddamn boobie in this movie. Are you kidding me?
There was boobies all over these shows. No flashing boobies. Catherine Zeta-Jones, when Tom Cruise walked up to her and was like, "Oh, your tits still hold up." She should have just ripped her shirt open, man.
And we did need that, the Ryan Cranston, Catherine Zeta-Jones angle as well, because that was the main source of antagonism. And I think that works.
Yeah, and that's kind of true to the period because they had like the PMRC that made the parental advisory labels go onto records. This was around that time.
Original movie and original music and remove the A story that they chose.
Yeah.
This could be one of the greatest musicals of all time.
When I was watching it, I was like, there's just a simple formula to make this a good movie, and they just totally missed it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Any fun facts?
Yeah, fun facts. This wasn't filmed in Hollywood, California. It was filmed in Hollywood, Florida.
Oh. I already said
Didn't
that
you
joke
say-
today.
No, it really was filmed in Hollywood, Florida.
you
So when
serious?
you talked about Hollywood, Florida, I was like, oh, man.
Wow. Interesting.
It's a callback. The budget of this movie, $75 million.
Wow. Well,
Where did that money go? Probably to
actors,
Tom Cruise's
the talent.
salary.
There was everyone's salary.
Worldwide gross, $59,418,613.
Oh boy. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Look at like Alec Baldwin, Tom Cruise, Paul Giamatti, Bryan Cranston, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Adriana Huffington, or
Ariana Huffington was in this? No, she wasn't.
Julianne Huffington.
Oh, Julianne Hough.
Julianne Hough.
Alec Baldwin disowned this movie, calling it a horrible movie, and he stated the only reason he did it was to work with Tom Cruise.
That's sad. Why would he say that? He was great in this.
Can you imagine what an asshole he was on set? He had to be just miserable.
Well, he must. After hearing that, he's an asshole in real life. I've always wanted to like Alec Baldwin.
Well, he has a short fuse. He's always looking to fight somebody. Contrary to belief, the major changes in the story were not at the insistence of Warner Brothers, but of Adam Shankman, the director.
Okay.
Openly admitting that he didn't care for the original stage play, he vowed to fix its problems despite originally gaining critical praise and a cult audience. Much of the changes took away the R-rated raciness in favor of something more appropriate for a general audience. So
That's what we got.
So the director really fucked us. And do you know who was one of the writers of this? Justin Theroux. You know that guy?
Yeah, of course.
From The Leftovers.
Yeah.
Jennifer
The
Aniston's.
Baxter. You ever see The Baxter? He's incredible in that movie.
I never saw it.
How are you with The Leftovers? It was one of those shows that I stopped in the middle of season
It's
2.
like too bleak for me.
Tom wrote a book though. I love the book.
I love the book.
Apparently, it was
too
a
bleak.
satisfying finale because
That's
everyone
what
was
I heard,
talking
but
about it.
I couldn't.
I kind of want to revisit it now, but I got so many other damn shows to watch.
I was watching it, and I get the same feeling I get when I watch Westworld, where it's like, I don't feel like watching this.
It's getting better. All right.
I'd rather
episode 2.
I'd rather just read about what happens
There's
than
an
actually watch it.
awesome, I'd say, Game of Thrones comparable battle scene.
Okay.
Okay, it is really
Let
well
some
done.
episodes accumulate.
And I think episode
maybe
it's either
I'll
episode
watch
2 or
it.
3. I think it was episode 2. Amazing.
All
right.
Well, I give this 2.2.
Did you have fun, like, kind of watching
No.
it though?
No, actually, towards
Part of
the
me
end, I
had
was like, I can't believe this is still going on.
Yeah, 2
Will
hours and
this
20
end?
minutes.
Oh,
I don't know. I was kind of like I didn't hate the experience, but I was kind of like appreciative that people do have fun watching this. Like I know a lot of people that like this movie.
really?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Well, they're coworkers. But it's a fun movie. Like, hey, just like okay, if you ask somebody, an adult male, like outside of the Ralphs at Villa Park, if they've seen Rock of Ages, you know, and you say, what'd you think of it? They would probably say, oh, I really liked it. The majority of
You think
people
so?
that watch this probably really liked that.
It was
liked it, and I appreciate
It was a
that.
bomb. Didn't make its money back.
Well, they're not going out to the movies, I guess. The septuagenarians that shop at Ralph's.
So I have to ask a 70-year-old guy at Ralph's if he likes Rock of Ages. I guarantee they're going to say no.
All right, I didn't have fun either. I give it a 6. 6.
Wow. Well, this urn has been cursed.
It has been. What streak? What's our streak now? When was the last good movie we've seen? I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
Has The Urn produced The Fifth Element? It produced
Yeah.
a good movie
Okay,
in The Fifth Element.
but then we liked it less.
I know that's true. We need a channel. Yeah, you're right. Which was almost more devastating.
Right.
And from the Urn of Souls, a feature film starring professional wrestlers, Ryan chooses.
Back in action.
Okay. And the streak continues.
I don't know what back in action is.
I don't
I'll have
either.
to look this up.
I'm going to do it too. Let's see. At this time, I will back in.
Roddy Piper movie.
Shoot.
It's a Roddy Piper
What year did
movie.
it come out?
I'll have to look that up.
It's a Roddy Piper movie. Okay. Wait, what did you're looking it up separately?
1993.
Interesting.
1993, Billy Blanks and Roddy Piper.
Oh, the Tybo guy?
Yeah, star in Back in Action. One cop, one vigilante, one mission, one chance. The sister of a former U.S. Green Beret is involved in a love affair with a mobster, endangering seriously her life. His brother will make his best efforts to save her from her boyfriend and his friends, fighting with or without external help. But perhaps his stuffed cop, Rossi, could help him or stop him.
You say stuffed cock?
Stuffed cock.
Wow. All right, whatever. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
It might be good.
But for, I don't know, irony, I guess, it might be good. I didn't get to see any of the visuals, though. That, you know, like, how does it look? Does it look
It looks
kinda
like
gritty?
it looks like a cover of a VHS movie you'd get in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I bet it'll be better than Rock of Ages. I'm going to say that.
That's
right
the
now.
same exact font that's used for it. Like the Turner and Hooch font. Boom.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, sorry. What I meant to say was Tango and Cash. Well,
I'm Ryan the Muffler Bruckner saying, now I am known as Big Sexy, the Giant Killer.
I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan saying this match will make headlines in the WCW magazine.